guys, I'm going to solve problems relating trigonometric functions as part of our midterm exam in Math 13K under Engineer Christian Faith Crieta.
Girl, she walking up a storm, whining in a surf.
So, problem number 3. Problem number 3 is a worded problem involving trigonometric functions. Now, problem number 3 says that referring to figure 1, show that OE is equal to A cosine A times cosine B, EC is equal to A times cosine A multiplied by sine B, and FD is equal to A sine A cosine B. Then, find the sine A plus B in terms of sines and cosines of A and B from triangle OGD. So, in problem number 3, here we have the given. OE, which is equal to A cosine B, EC, which is equal to A cosine A sine B, and FD is equal to A sine A cosine B. Now, the problem is we must first show that OE is equal to cosine A times cosine B and so on. So, referring to figure 1, this is figure 1. So, the first thing that we are going to do is we must separate the triangles. So, we must get the triangle DOC. Now, this becomes the triangle DOC. So, note that this figure 2 here just came from the original figure, which is figure 1. So, this is DOC, triangle DOC. Next, we are going to find the sine A. So, sine A is equal to the opposite side, which is DC, over the hypotenuse OD, or simply A. So, DC over A. Now, to get the side, we just cross multiply it so that we can find the value for DC. Now, DC becomes A times sine A. That is our second value. Now we will move to the main solution of the problem. Now to find the value for DG, we must consider the figure in figure number 1. So, figure number 1 here is the original figure. So, as we can see here, that DG is composed of DF and FG. So, therefore, DG is the sum of FD and FG. Now, that is the value for DG. Now, we will proceed with problem number 2. Now, problem number 2 here says that cosine A plus B, we will find cosine A plus B in terms of sines and cosines of angle A and B in the same triangle, which is triangle ODD. Now, we will we will emphasize on figure number 5. Now, cosine A plus B, the adjacent side of a triangle ODG is equal to OG. Now, OG over A. Now, to find the value for FC, we will base our solution on figure number 4. So, to find the value of FC, we will find the sine. So, sine B is equal to FC over DC. Now, since we have already the value of DC here, DC, which is equal to A times sine A, so we will just substitute the value sine B is equal to FC over A times sine A. Now, we will just cross multiply it so that we will arrive with the value for FC. Now, FC is equal to A times sine A times sine B. Here, we already have the value of FC. Now we already have the value for OE. The next thing that we're going to do is we just have to substitute them. Now, returning to the original formula to find cosine A plus B is equal to OG over A, since OG is the difference of OE minus GE. Now, OE here becomes cosine A plus B is equal to OE. The value for OE here is A times cosine A times cosine B. Now, A times cosine A times cosine B minus GE or FC. Because they are parallel, so therefore they are equal. So, minus A times sine A times sine B. Now, over A, which is the hypotenuse. We must never forget the hypotenuse. Now, the same with the other number, or problem number 1, we will just extract A from the numerator so that we can cancel out A. So cosine A, cosine B, minus sine A, sine B, over A. Now, since we already arrived with that answer, we just cancel out a here and a here. So therefore, cosine a plus b is equal to cosine a times cosine b minus sine a sine b. Therefore, that is your final answer.